how mind is different from your brain. Both things are here. Again, like previous question, it is a stupid question. You don't think so? The reason is, if you ask this question to a kid ever, even he or she will reply that brain is an organ with the physical existence, which has definite shape, size and certain mass, and above all you can say, and it has some defined roles without which our survival will be on threat. On the other hand, mind, which has nothing to do with any of these features defined for the brain, is an abstract characteristic of every human being, and of course there is no threat of survival in the absence of mind. Bhai, mante ho ya nahi? So hey guys, how are you all? I hope that you all are doing very good in this pandemic too, and I welcome all of you in this amazing platform of science facts. And in today's video, yes, we will discuss something very different, that is how mind is different from your brain. Well, if you have seen my previous two videos published on mind and brain, which links are given in the description box, only then you are able to understand the kind of differences that I will be discussing in this video. So guys, if you did not see those two videos, in fact, then pause this video and watch those two videos, and if you have seen, then come with us. And discussed above that, brain is an organ with definite shape, size, weight and defined role. On the contrary, mind has none of these features, none of these. Apart from this, what I will discuss here you won't get anywhere else too, so focus on it. So the first criteria that I have chosen to differentiate these two terms is limits to grow. Yes, that is about growing limit. Well, brain has limit to grow. In fact, all those of our body organs which have physical existence, shape, size, mass, everything have the limits to grow, which means after a certain time they stop growing. For example, our height, which is overall growth of our body. Otherwise, at birth, every organ is so small, except eyes, that remain of the same size right from the birth to death. But all such organs grow with the age. But after certain age, their growth stops. अरे भाई, रुकता है या नहीं? रुकता है ना? So now don't talk about your nail and hair. These are the exceptions, as these two things are different from other body organs. Nail and hair are our non-living things. This is the reason that we do not feel pain when we cut it. Secondly, this is true that they keep on growing throughout the life. But it is also true that they have also limits to grow after certain times. If it won't be like this, then the person who does not cut his or her nail, then just imagine the size of his or her hair. Secondly, these hairs also falls and regrow. Anyway, come back to our topic. On the other hand, with the proper practice and meditation, you can increase the size of your mind till the end of your life. Amazing, no? Well, I know you got confused. First of all, understand how you can increase the size of mind. Simply by adding new information and data along with new experiences. Therefore, keep on learning and your mind will automatically keep on increasing. So automatic. Got the point? Take the example of reasoning solving skill. Day by day, your such a skill get consolidated and it's applied in any of the field that you practice. Any field you can say. Well, now move towards the second criteria. That is levels of mind. Yes. Unlike brain or any other organ of our body which has definite shape, size, mass and role, everything has nothing like this, but still mind is categorized into these levels, and just like conscious, in this level or state you reply any question immediately. Secondly, subconscious, In this level or state, you take some moment to reply any question, and thirdly and lastly, that is the unconscious. And in this level or state, you simply not able to retrieve any information that you have already given to your mind in the past. Bhul gaye. Now the next criteria is limits to function. Well, functions of all the organs, whether it is automated as our heart, lungs, brains, etc., keep functioning 24/7 without our command. And second one is the commanded functions. I mean, when I command my hands to move and command my legs to walk, etc., all are predetermined and defined and mechanical in nature, and hence we cannot take any extra work from any of these organs. So now we can say that every organ has limits to function and cannot function anything extra, including your brain. But on the other hand, mind has no such limit, as depending upon your practice and meditation power, your mind can work to any extent you cannot think, right? Any extent means any extent. The next and our last criteria is similarity with different people. How? I'm talking about the similarity, but with different people. Let's see it. All the body organs, including brain, as we have discussed above, has defined structures and roles. So irrespective of race, color, sex, place of birth, etc., every human beings, all body organs are not only similar in physical appearance, but rather they behave and play very similar role. Just think on this. Any of body organs function is different from English people or African peoples or Mongolian peoples. Nahi na? So every body organ behaves exactly in the same fashion. On the contrary, in spite of keeping in the same environment, feeding same food and providing same learning and training, and even twin brothers or sisters, mind cannot work or think similarly. So creative it is. So guys, I believe this information is a little tricky. Yes, but I know you guys are very smart. So in spite of being lengthy, it's tricky, but it's very interesting. So please watch all 3 videos at least 3 times. Then every point will be crystal clear. However, if you still have any questions, any confusion, any queries, you can ask me in the comment box given below. See you soon in my next video. Till then, just stay tuned with me. Bye-bye.